about a month ago, maybe even more than that, a company reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try one of their products on my channel, right? And I'm like, I mean, you know, sure. What you know, what is it? So they sent me one of their products. And I didn't have to pay for it or nothing. I want to say, and don't hold me to this, I want to say what I'm thinking to show y'all retails for about $80. Just, you know, it's definitely not nothing that you can use commercially. No, I mean, it's almost, well, you know, if you're a homeowner and you are, I mean, I don't know what kind of practical purpose it would have in my business, because even some of the other tools that I got, you know, that I bought and paid for, I learned after I get them that they're not hardly practical at a commercial, you know, setting, right? And so without further ado, let me go on and show y'all what this is. And y'all probably have seen it before. This right here, y'all. Y'all see that? It's a Saker. It's like a 20-volt saw. Now, I have taken it out of the box. I charged the battery up and everything. And I kind of like, a few things I like about it, but at the end of the day, it's simply good for what it is, right? But it's not for me to use in my business, like I said. So here it is, y'all. And here's the battery that comes with it. All this came with it. It does not have an oiler, right? So what they send with it is yeah, I guess you drop it on there. I don't know. To me, but well, first of all, let's just say that it is pretty strong, but it's so little that I don't know what practical purposes I could do with it, because I'm not going to reach in and pull the tool like this out when I got, you know, a 201T steel saw if I'm in the man lift or whatever. Now, if you're cutting branches at your house or farm or whatever, I guess it'd be pretty cool for that, because it will cut pretty good. I did cut a few twigs and stuff with it the other day when it got so cold. I've been meaning to do a video on it, but I just keep forgetting. It does not come with, it only has the one. It only has the one chain, and it's made by Saker. So yeah, and the way it charges is this charging pack right here. You just plug it in the wall, and it's got like a, you know, just a regular plug-in, and you can plug it into the battery, and it tells you when it's ready. That's pretty. I like that part. I'm not a big fan of the big contraptions to you know, charge batteries, but the only thing that I can really compare this to, the only thing that I can really compare, that where there's any kind of comparison of this, of an existing tool that I already have, is the Milwaukee Hatchett. Now, of course, this is a lot bigger, and, you know, but this is not hardly practical in my business either, right? So if this is not practical, and I'm talking about in business now, it's cool to have, like when I was doing that, you know, cutting trashy 2x4s or whatever, just to cut them or fit on a trailer or something, you know, it's good for that kind of thing. It's good for cleaning off, like if you're cutting a 6x6 and it's already standing up vertical, you can kind of, you know, it's good for that kind of thing. But I'm not gonna, it's too heavy, it's not strong enough, and the safety feature, I know they gotta have it, but I don't really like the safety feature where I gotta mash this to hit the trigger. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're like and it's heavy, I mean, it ain't as heavy as the 201T steel chainsaw, but it ain't nearly as balanced as the chainsaw either. The 201T saw, that's the little saw. I had one guy come in the comments telling me that's a little boy saw. They told me right there they don't know nothing about saws. That's the top. That is their top saw. That is an arborist saw. And if you look at the price tag of them, it's more expensive than a lot of their big saws. Of course, it's not as expensive as the great big ones, but the power head on the 201T, I showed you guys before, it's 850 bucks. You know, so you're gonna spend $1,000 to get everything you need that goes along with the 201T bar and you know, a couple chains. So you're gonna, but y'all, I gotta say though, I do like the way this feels in my hand better than that. But it's so much lighter, it should. And I like the safety feature a little bit better. Not much though, because I can do it with one hand. See, with this Milwaukee, you know, you gotta, I can do it with one hand with a Milwaukee. But this sucker right here is heavy. It's real heavy. But they're both pretty strong. And I'm trying to figure out I guess what I'm trying to figure out, y'all, is how can I promote something like this? I can't hardly promote this, man. It's too small. Even though they gave it to me for free and all that, I like this for Johnny Homeowner that's got some crepe myrtles growing up against his house or something, and he can go spend, you know, 80 bucks or so, and then he can cut that stuff and he can trim little stuff around his house. But see, for a commercial guy like me, I'm not going to go through all that, because I'm going to trim those same crepe myrtles off my house or whatever, but I'm just going to go on and grab the 201T and I can cut anything, and you know, I don't have to worry about a battery or anything. So pretty cool looking though, I gotta say. Now my son-in-law, he really likes it. I mean, he's got one, and he really likes it a lot. So this is a piece of hardwood. It ain't that hard, but it's some oak that I had from over here the other day. And this is just your standard 1x4, right? Not pressure treated or nothing. I knew I smelled something in the damn track out there. It's always something. Okay, so let's take this guy right here. I ain't put no oil on it or nothing, and let's just see how strong it is. I know it'll cut through this. I'm pretty sure it will. Damn, y'all, that's pretty powerful. I mean, for it to be, I mean, it is, I mean, it's not nothing, you know. Okay. Pretty swift there. And we know the chain is practically new on this. Now, this one right here, I don't know. Yeah, not bad at all, man. Now, the chain on the Milwaukee is not nearly as sharp as the chain on that one. I can tell you that right now. But if I had to, if this thing were just another, I don't know, if it were another 2 inches or so, 3 inches, another 4 inches, and it was still designed like this, because dude, it feels really good in my hands, man. You know, and how much more weight would that add to it, you know? So. I mean, the sucker cut's good. Strong, too. So, I'm glad I was able to show you guys that. Like I said, I don't know that, well, I know for a fact that it's not hardly practical in a commercial setting. But, dude, it's super worthy of homeowner stuff for sure. I mean, now I don't know how many charges you can get out of the battery or any of that kind of thing, but the first practical thing for it right here, look, y'all. So, y'all see that stupid stick right here? I was smelling track, you know, because it rubs up against the track right there, and it'll like burning. So, I'm gonna use this saw right here to cut that branch, because I can't, as long as it's hung up right here, I got to cut it, and you can't get a big saw in there. So let's just go on and cut that. Pretty cool, but I can tell you, I'm not going to use it in my commercial business. So I just love the way it looks and the way it feels. So, all right, y'all, peace out.